Okay, so welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQs in Shorts. In this lecture series, we try to cover a particular day's newspaper through MCQs. And the number of MCQs that we are going to discuss in one particular lecture would be 4 to 5 MCQs. All right. Now, the purpose of this lecture series, as I've mentioned in previous lectures, the purpose is that your current affairs get revised if you have read today's newspaper or that day's newspaper. The other purpose is that if you have not read that day's newspaper, well, then your current affairs would get covered. And how would they get covered? Through MCQs. And that is our third purpose, that you'll get the much needed MCQ practice. If you follow this lecture series consistently, regularly for 1 year till your next prelims examination, well, then by that time you would have covered 1200 MCQs. If you cover daily 4 to 5 MCQs from current affairs. And those 1200 MCQs would be from current affairs. And ask any serious UPSC aspirant, they will tell you that 1200 MCQs from current affairs itself is more than sufficient. It's way more. All right. You need not worry about your current affairs portion as far as your prelims examination is concerned. And I don't need to tell you this, that current affairs forms a significant chunk of your examination, UPSC Prelims Examination. Current affairs are of extreme importance, probably the most important portion in your entire syllabus. So covering this current affairs through MCQs is very important. All right. Now, that is all I need to discuss at the beginning of this lecture. Now, let's straight away jump to question number 1. Okay, consider the following regarding World Bank's classification of countries on the basis of per capita income. Per capita income. A country's per capita income should be more than $14,035 to be categorized as high income country. Both India and Russia are middle income countries as per the new classification. No country in the Middle East or North Africa was low income in 1987. Okay, now look, World Bank actually categorizes countries into 4 categories. Okay, category number 1 is of high income countries. Category number 2 is of upper middle income countries. Category number 3 is of lower middle income countries. And category number 4, the lowest, is low income countries. Okay. Now, the eligibility for getting into one of the categories is actually based on per capita gross national income. Now, what is per capita gross national income? Basically, it's gross national income of a particular country divided by its population. Okay, that is per capita gross national income. Now, on the basis of per capita gross national income, countries are allotted these following categories. Okay, now to qualify as a high income country, your per capita income should be at least greater than $14,035 US. Okay, and recently Russia was given the status of high income country. Earlier it was upper middle income country, but now it is categorized as high income country. Okay, so this is correct. Both India and Russia are middle income countries. No, not at all. India is a lower middle income country, not low, lower middle income country, whereas Russia now is high income country. Though between 2014 to 2024, it was upper middle income country. But as per the recent World Bank's classification, it is now upgraded to high income country. So this is false. And back in 1987, there was no country in Middle East or North Africa that was categorized as low income. But now in 2024, there are around 13% countries in Middle East and North Africa that are low income economies. You can see over here the categorization. This is the new categorization. This is the new methodology. For you to be a low income country, your per capita income should be less than this. For lower income, it should be between this. For upper middle income, lower middle income, upper middle income, it should be between this. And for high income, it should be $14,005. It's written 14,035, but it's actually 14,005. But any country that has more than 14,035 is also high income country. So by that logic, this statement is correct. Okay, and you can see over here also. 13%. No country in Middle East and North Africa was low income in 1987, but 10% have now become in 2023 low income countries. Okay, so it's not 13%. Basically, it's 10%. Now, the notes for this lecture, the MCQs and their detailed solution, will be provided on our Telegram channel, and the link to that Telegram channel will be given in the comment section below. Okay, in those notes, I have provided these graphics as well. So be sure to check that out. Okay, now question number 2. Consider the following regarding tropical cyclones. You can see, yeah. So this is also correct. Yeah, I'll get back to it. I'm sorry. So 1 and 3 are correct. The answer is B. Yeah. So consider the following regarding tropical cyclones. They only occur in warm tropical oceans with sea surface temperatures more than 27 degrees Celsius. Presence of strong Coriolis force inhibits formation of tropical cyclones. Hurricanes are classified using Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale into 5 categories. Hurricane is another name for tropical cyclones in Atlantic Ocean and northern Australia. Okay, which of these 4 statements is are correct? Now, look, there are certain conditions that need to be fulfilled for a tropical cyclone to form. First of all, tropical cyclones form in tropical ocean waters, and tropical waters are warm ocean waters. And for a tropical cyclone to be formed, the sea surface temperature should be greater than 27 degrees Celsius. There should be strong Coriolis force. Okay, Coriolis force actually aggravate the formation of tropical cyclones, not inhibit. Okay, aggravate. Then there should be a low pressure area in that particular region of sea, and there should be divergence of winds in the upper atmosphere. If these 4 conditions are fulfilled, well, then tropical cyclones are formed. Okay, so first statement is correct. Presence of strong Coriolis force inhibits, no, it accentuates. So this is false. Hurricanes. Hurricanes is another name for tropical cyclones in the Atlantic Ocean. Okay, Caribbean islands, USA. So hurricanes are classified using the Simpson hurricane wind scale into 5 categories. Yes, a hurricane storm is either categorized as category 1 storm, which is very weak, category 2 storm, category 3, category 4, category 5. And these categories are based on the speed of winds that roar or move during a tropical cyclone or hurricane. So this scale through which hurricanes are categorized into these 5 categories is known as Saffir-Simpson hurricane wind scale. So this is correct. Now, tropical cyclones are called tropical cyclones in the Indian Ocean. Okay, in the Pacific Ocean, they are called typhoons. In the Atlantic Ocean, they are called hurricanes. And in Australia, they are called willy-willies. Okay, so hurricane is another name for tropical cyclones in Atlantic Ocean. Yes, but not northern Australia, because in northern Australia, they are called willy-willies. So this is false. Only 2 statements are correct. All right. Question number 3. Consider the following regarding India CLEMS database of RBI. The CLEMS data provides insights into 5 key inputs in production: capital, labor, energy, material, services. The database covers 27 industries comprising the entire Indian economy. The database also provides these estimates at a broad sectoral level. Now look, CLEMS database is actually released by RBI, and it provides us the values of inputs of the economy. Okay, what are these inputs? There are 5 inputs that are used in any process, or not any production process, but mostly manufacturing areas. Okay, there is capital, which is K, labor, which is L, energy, which is E, materials, which is M, and services used by these factories, S. So KLEMS, CLEMS database. So this is correct. This database actually brings us data of 27 industries, which mostly cover the entire Indian economy. This is also correct. Plus, it not just provides us the data of these 27 industries, it provides us the data of at broad sectoral level also. That CLEMS database is calculated for agriculture sector, for industrial sector, for services sector separately, and for the entire Indian economy also. So CLEMS database gives you the values at agricultural sector, industrial sector, services sector, and for the entire economy. So this is also correct. All statements are correct. The answer is D. And last, consider the following regarding production-linked incentive scheme. It was initially launched for 3 sectors, but now covers 14 sectors. Its total budgetary outlay is 1.97 lakh crore. The scheme provides financial incentive to domestic manufacturers on incremental sales of products manufactured. So look, India wants to boost its domestic manufacturing. India wants that product should be manufactured in India, okay, and they should not be imported. So to incentivize Indian manufacturers or domestic manufacturers, India launched production-linked incentive scheme for different sectors. Okay. Now, under this production-linked incentive scheme, these manufacturers will be provided financial incentives by the government of India on the basis of the sales they made, incremental sales. Incremental sales means the amount of sales that exceeded previous year's sales. Okay, how many more sales have you made as compared to previous year? So on the basis of their incremental sales year on year of their products, they will be provided financial incentives. So this is correct. Now this scheme was launched in 2020 and was launched only for 3 sectors: mobile manufacturing, electronic component manufacturing, medical devices. But since then, this scheme has been expanded to in total 14 sectors, which includes pharmaceutical sector, white goods sector, and all that. Okay. Its total budgetary outlay was 1.97 lakh crore. This is correct. And first statement is also correct. All 3 statements are correct. And the answer to this question would be C. All right. And with that, we come to the end of this lecture. Thank you so much, everyone. And I hope it added value to your preparation. Though rest assured, it is definitely adding value to your preparation, especially UPSC Prelims, if you follow this lecture series consistently, regularly, and if you have made it a part of your daily routine. All right. I'll be signing off now, and I'll see you next time with 10th July 2024's MCQs. Thank you, everyone.